Peace. Thank you for tuning in today. My name is Gigi. This is Gigi's House of Wellness. I'm just coming in today. It's been like maybe 3 weeks since I've uploaded any videos on here. I kind of had a social media overload, and I've said in some of my other videos how I get overwhelmed with social media and I take breaks, but I had been posting a lot of my content from here onto Instagram and Facebook, and I just feel like I'm spinning my wheels and maybe like just putting too much out there, and I'm not getting an audience reaction. And so I'm trying to find the balance of even creating content, because I'm coming up on exactly a year. I have another month. On October 1st, it'll be officially a year that I've been on social media, and I don't feel very good about where I am. I thought within a couple of months I would have like my 1,000 subscribers and my 4,000 views, and it isn't as easy as a lot of people make it appear. And I'm not trying to like compare myself with any other, which they say don't do, but you look at some people who took them 4 months to get their subscribers and their views up, and then there's people that may take over a year or a couple of years, and it's just not motivating when you do something showing your creativity, showing yourself in a vulnerable way, and then nothing results of it. And so I kind of stepped back a little bit just out of lack of motivation and just social media overload. And so I'm just on today just to keep my channel relevant, regardless if anyone's watching or not. I look back at some of my content and I'm like, wow, this is really good. This is some good stuff. So I'm not giving up quite, not yet. I've been going within. When I start feeling overwhelmed or getting any type of signs of depression, I know it's time to sit and listen to myself, because the outside is the Maya, and it is an illusion, and it isn't a distraction. And so when you're feeling unmotivated, depressed, unsure, uncertainty, you should always sit with yourself in silence and listen to some answers. I like to meditate and then journal what comes up. So that's all I've been doing. Yeah, that I'm coming up on a year. I've heard some different things from a few different YouTubers about small channels with over 500 subscribers becoming monetized or getting some type of incentive, but I haven't gotten any type of information from YouTube, just from some of the other YouTubers. And so I just wanted to come on here. I don't even have like, usually I'm like, oh yeah, I'm gonna talk about this. I have notes, and I don't have anything like that today, because I don't even know if I'm running out of things to talk about, and if I should just do yoga videos and my sound healing, whatever. I'm not talking. And I know I do get a lot of views on my nature videos, so I'm out walking and I'm in nature a lot. Not sure if I should change my channel to just a nature channel, but I wanted to come on and talk, just simply expressing the reality of a YouTuber, and things to expect and things not to expect, and not to expect monetization immediately or anything like that. But I've been honestly considering going back to my food, which is another way to get burnt out. But all honesty, in the last 15 years of being an entrepreneur, or 14, the consistency was in the food business, and maybe not even being the vegan food business, just going back to making chicken and waffles or something like that. My mind's just going there because that was more consistent than what is going on right now. There are things that I am working on with my grandson and homeschool, and now I have temporary custody of his older brother, and so I'm helping with that. So really, I have things going on, but I want to be consistent with my channel. I want to keep pushing, maybe give it to the end of the year or something else, see what comes up. I just wanted to touch base, say hi, let you know I'm still here. I'm still creating content, and I'll be back probably with a yoga video. I haven't had much to discuss because I realize out of this whole year, like, people don't really want to hear about freedom and sovereignty, and no one really wants to discuss money or spells or being under a spell or anything like that. But I'm not going to act like none of that is taking place. So when I talk about things, it's going to be that. And I can't help it. And I do read, and I do a lot of, share a lot of books on this channel. And so I'm going to continue on with that. Even if I don't get views, like my long-term videos are not getting views. I'm basically just taking clips of what I'm doing, my long-term, and I'm putting up shorts, and that is getting me a little bit of, that's where most of my views are coming from at this point. And I do not plan on going into Facebook and Instagram with what I talk about on here, because it's just not interesting to people. I feel like if you're not speaking of drama or tragedy, you're not getting views, and I'm not gonna try to have that on my channel. I wouldn't even come on here with my drama or any of my tragedies. Maybe if it was something specific in relation or to help someone else, but I'm not here to speak on any of my problems or anything like that. Just speaking about being a content creator, entrepreneurship, being independent, and solutions to problems. So with that being said, I'm gonna just upload this just so I can keep my content current. I wasn't specific about anything. I do like to say that when I was doing gig work and I was bringing up gig, DoorDash, stuff like that, I had all the views, and people are interested or telling you what's wrong with DoorDash or being a gig worker and blah, 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 blah. I just feel like, even though I do still do a little gig work on just to keep the money flowing, it's not worth discussing on here. So I just hope that everybody's doing well. Even with my prep conversations, I'm not getting any interaction. So I will be back when I have some other things to talk about, or just some yoga videos, which I'm probably going to record one after I'm done with this because I feel like it. So peace. So I thank you if you're still here. I did my yoga flow, and I feel at least 80% better than I did when I started. And I want to say 100 because it's been a minute since I've been to the mat, and I do this. It's like punishing myself by not doing it. And I recommend it to anyone. It corrects you. It really adjusts your mood and your feelings and your energy. And I suggest it anytime you're feeling any kind of way. It just enhances everything for you. And so I invite you to return. And I do have one video where I did make edits, and I am giving you instructions over the video, and I will create more. Thank you. I feel amazing. Thank you.